What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Crypto Gamers here, out with another video. And yeah, today I'll just be talking about Bitcoin and exactly how I time this market and all my trades, and how I time my trades. Okay, guys, because I know there's a lot of newbies out there. Whenever Bitcoin falls, everything else dumps. So I get a lot of questions like, oh man, how do I, the trade was right, it broke out and made a pullback, but then Bitcoin went down and then it went down. I was like, well, that means you just got to time Bitcoin first, right? So, yeah, I just want you guys to know, before you make any trades, you have to see what Bitcoin's doing first on the at least, 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart. If Bitcoin is up against heavy resistance, like we saw here, we see this trend line going down from here to here. We see it's up against heavy resistance, plus the oops, let me delete this for you guys. Plus we had RSI right here forming this trend line, right? So this is basically when I took profit, in my positions. We see here as well. This trend line, right? So, it bounced right here when it hit this trend line. But basically, yeah, you guys need to see what Bitcoin's doing first before you make any trades. If it's up against heavy resistance, we see resistance here, then you should be very careful with your altcoin trades. I personally wouldn't even be in any altcoin trades if we're right here. This is where you should be taking profit, right here. You should be entering your trades on these double bottoms where Bitcoin starts to bounce. Does that make sense, you guys? So that's how I time the market. And then when I do, I go really, really heavy on altcoins, because since altcoins are going up overall, whenever they dip, it's because Bitcoin dips most of the time, right? They do pull back on their own, of course, after big uptrends, but people will take profit in pretty much everything. Okay, guys. So yeah, we see. Now let me talk about Uniswap. Basically, on the daily, we see it's been going in this trend line right here, and now it's hitting the top and starting to, it formed a doji, which isn't good. But depending on what Bitcoin does, if Bitcoin makes a double bottom, we could potentially go long here on this major area of support. 1, 2, 3 touches, 4 touches right here. So obviously very, very strong area. Or we could, go long once we break this parallel channel and go on top of this area of support. Because look, whenever this market did not create a pullback and a big green candle, it went back down. Again, couldn't create a pullback, went back down. Couldn't create a pullback, went back down. So now what we want to see is it's a breakout, create a pullback, and a nice green candle with volume. And then we could be depending on where Bitcoin's at, if Bitcoin's just starting its pump or still consolidating, then we can enter that trade. Okay, guys. So that's what I'm waiting for. I have my alarm set right there. Now we could talk about Ethereum. Let's look on the daily. It's looking pretty healthy, obviously. Nice big green candles. Looks like it has more to go. Looks like it may potentially go up to 4K pretty easily, in my opinion. But yeah, it's basically forming this ascending wedge, as you guys can see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's looking to break out. And then what we want to do is get the breakout, get the pullback, depending on what Bitcoin's doing. Okay, guys. So that's literally how I time the market. Whenever Bitcoin starts to bounce and form a double bottom, I immediately look in my altcoin positions, and usually there will be some plays that I can make For example, XTZ just created a pullback on all-time highs, creating a green doji. We want to see something bigger. You know, if Bitcoin bounces and we see a bullish green candle with volume, then we could go ahead and get in there, you guys. XTZ. And I mean, look, it's just beginning to form one big green candle, right? I mean, imagine how many more we have to go, right? I feel like this could get pretty crazy in my opinion. But we also have this parallel channel right here. So, you know, we might want to take we go long here and, you know, maybe target right here, a 1-to-1, something like that, a 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio. Hoping we, you know, because we're still in a trend, so most likely we're just going to keep on this trend. But you know, you could be safe and just wait till we go above this channel. But you know, I think we're good enough right now to just kind of gamble a little bit, because altcoin season is definitely still here, you know, you guys. So, and in order to you know, get a good risk reward, you might want to put your stop loss very, very short, because most likely what happens when these altcoins pump, they pump immediately. They don't wait. So you put, you know, a stop loss right at the even right below your green candle at the bottom of it, and then try to get a, you know, 1.5 risk reward, maybe even 2. In this, where there's lots of resistance, you know, maybe 1.5 will be safe. Alright guys, so there you guys go. That's literally all I do to time the market. I make sure to see if Bitcoin is going to form a double bottom on one of these major support areas. And I've been right here, as you guys can see, clear double bottom. You know, and a higher, basically a double bottom in trend. One, we're in a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and a double bottom. So yeah, I timed the market here, got a bunch of altcoin positions, made a lot of money. Yeah, and then I got the double bottom here on the 4-hour. Obviously did really well here, so you guys can see double bottoms work very, very well. It didn't work here though. But maybe that's because it's not a major area of support. I don't know. It was on a pretty big, you know, yeah, not a super major area of support. But I mean, it did create a little bit of a bounce. Anyways, yeah, so there you guys go. If you guys like this video, go ahead, hit the like